Yeah, heading south now into Crivitz. The train, well, they started the train this morning. Did some maintenance on it, according to Mark. And then they proceeded to switch more cars onto their train going south. Yeah, Mark just let me know just a little bit ago the train left, heading south. I'm about probably 20 minutes behind it. However, as you guys know, they don't go over real fast out of Crivitz heading south, so I don't think we'll have any problems catching up to it. Well, found it, the back of it anyway. We already made it through Beaver. Get off on Highway 64 here. And we'll go over to that bridge and film a long distance of them going across the highway here, 141. It always makes a pretty cool video, and if they have as many cars behind them as I think they do, they're really going to be working to get up this grade. It's always a pretty cool show when they do, because this is the grade where last time when it was raining, thankfully it's not raining today, but they lost traction and nearly didn't get up the grade. Anyway, I expect to see Johnny probably sitting here, or somebody. Oh yeah. He's looking like, where are you going? The train's coming. Alrighty. Should be a pretty good shot right here, and we'll get out in front of it, get up here to Pound, Wisconsin. This is Highway 141 that we just came off of. Here goes the lights. All right, well, this is a great shot and all, but the better shot is at the next crossing. Check it out. There's John. Where'd he come from? All right, well, we're coming into the city of Pound, Wisconsin. We're gonna come up here to the main street. Take a left on Q. Should be a pretty cool shot of them coming up here. Like I said, from what I hear, this is a very long train. Coming out of the woods. Not a whole lot to see here, but I'm guessing we should go up to Coleman now and wait for him. Yeah, let's go up to Coleman. Coming into Coleman. Yeah, we'll get the entire train up here. In fact, let's go back there and get them at that crossing that I just went past. Because got plenty of time before they get past here. That narrow gap of trees. They need the brush cutter along here, huh? Wow. There's a deer running, see him? You guys seen the deer or not? Mom and two fawns. There filming. Kind of funny. John was up at the crossing filming. Mark was down on the roadway filming. We're gonna come up here. First, I'm going to get the long shot down the tracks as they come by the first feed mill here on the left. And then we're going to jump out in front again, get downtown Coleman. Right at that area where this train got stuck the last time. And when I'm downtown Coleman, we will watch the entire train go by. So if you're hoping to count cars and you're like, man, is he gonna stop? I will stop. You guys will see the whole train go by. First, we're gonna get this long shot down the rail. And then we're gonna jump back in the car and go up just past that other mill right there. All right, here we go. I think there's a weird spot right there they're going across now. If you've seen me film here before, they normally get past that point before they start throttling up. Yeah, this should be a pretty good fight coming up this grade here. So luckily it's not wet. Last time they had the issue of wet rails. And too, this is one of those locations where it's a long time before they get to the next crossing. So we're going to get up here and get set up and watch them come across. They don't stop. Should be good to go. Alright. Who's counting the cars? Freeway hoppers, these are drainers. At least I believe they are. thought I heard air dumping, but I think it was a semi truck. Wow. Gotta love those cars back there rocking. Don't worry, I'm not gonna zoom into them because you guys that are counting cars might lose count. You could jump on the back of this and yell to your kid, he'll have to drive to the next stop. Just go hide behind that box over there so when the train passes, you're like, oh my God, where's Dad?
I got lunch.
You got lunch, huh? Yeah, they added a few more cars to this train.
Yeah, while we were waiting for it,
I mean, they had nearly 70 yesterday. Seems longer. Okay. The end should be coming soon. That was something else, wasn't it? That was something else. Those guys down there are waiting for that right there. We're just on the eastern side of Highway 141, just north of Lena. The crossing right over there that they'll be coming across, so it's gonna be a good one. Yeah, this should make a pretty good shot from here. Last time I filmed, I was over there. That's where those two guys were waiting on the train. That's the road I just came down. And we're waiting on the train. Well, about 40 minutes after Coleman now. Yeah, that is a long horn blast. He's got one more to do here. Alright, we are not going to sit here and wait for 79 cars, I believe it was. Let's get across the highway before this traffic blocks us off. Man, I'm glad I came down here now. I was not planning on coming down here on a Wednesday. Normally they take Wednesdays off, but I guess the slot came for them to get in and they got to go. I'm not worried about no traffic coming from the right. All right. Head to Lena. Coming into downtown Lena from 141. Last time I came in from the right. Also, the last time I was in Lena, we filmed at the bowling alley. But I think this time we're going to go over here by the post office. Right off of East Railroad Street. like to bounce and rock and roll. That's Eli from Midwest Trains. I'm nice. I'm going to let him get his clean shot. Let's get these smart siding cars back and rocking. Might get some good rocking action out of these. Well, that's a little too close, huh? Sorry. Not as much as I was thinking. Terrible shooting into the sun. Trying to see if I can, well, not walk into anybody first of all. I nearly walked into somebody. He moved probably. Those cars rocking back there. See if we can get a better shot down here of that. Not really, but you guys see what I'm talking about right there. Maybe we'll get the last couple of cars and see what they do. What's Eli doing over here? Still facing that way. heading south on Old Highway 141. I know the big question is, are they going to Oconto Falls? Or are they taking this train all the way to Green Bay? I would assume because of the full loads of lumber up front. Not the ones from LP, but the other ones that look like full sheets of plywood. I'm pretty sure those go to Oconto Falls, but I could be wrong. Don't worry. I activated my trunk monkey, which is assisting me now in filming. Thank you, trunk monkey. Okay, that's good, thanks. I would say that everybody should invest in a trunk monkey. They are extremely helpful. Seems almost set up for me right here to watch, doesn't it? I see those first two hopper cars up front have 4 bays underneath them. Same with the few other hoppers. Well, the one hopper there behind all that wood. The next hopper in front of that tanker has 2 emptying bays. And then there's a whole bunch of ones with 3, and then the very ones at the end that have 2. So, I mean, we got a pretty good mix of everything on this train. All right, I've got to get back out onto the highway. We'll see what they do next. Stay tuned. Just north of the Oconto Falls switch now. Yep, curious to see. Will he be stopping to switch or what? Holy shit, look at that. Sorry my French, but look at that car back there. Mole crew. You guys got a rough track back there. Let's get another shot of those. Oh me, I like to show the rough track. We got some more to come yet. I want to look behind me and see what kind of rocket we got. Not too bad there, but I think we got another swath of center beams to come through that yet. Well, it's a good thing you guys don't try to count the cars now, huh? All right, let's watch the next set of center beams come through there. I'm not going to go off on a holy moly binge again. The comments were hysterical to read. I bet that does a workout on the tracks. All that weight, pushing back and forth. Eh? Or I mean, if it makes it past that point, that's pretty good, huh? Anyway, let's get on moving and see if they're gonna stop or what. Right now, it doesn't look like it. Looks like they're gonna keep going. Oh, perfect timing. It just started ringing. Anyway, I heard the conductor, engineer, pretty sure they're going straight through. I thought that was Mark for a minute. Not sure where Mark is. Yeah, I thought maybe they were going to stop through here, but they're not. There's Mark down there. So yeah, I heard the conductor on the radio, engineer, call out to the signalman up ahead, asked him if he could do a roll-by inspection as they went by, just to double check everything. But we're gonna jump back on the 141 here and go south a little bit, because I think I know where that man is sitting. We're gonna go watch that. Anyway, let's go. Right where that truck is, that's where I was gonna sit. But if somebody gets behind you, might not be a place to turn around. You can kind of see the bridge over Oconto Falls River, or Oconto River, I don't know. Is that what it's called? But I'm gonna shoot them here, and then we're gonna go up to East Stiles Road, East Stiles Tower Road, something like that. I believe that's where the signalman is. I'm pretty sure this train will be crawling across there. I've filmed them across that bridge a couple of times. You can always go back and find those videos. I like this shot because it really gives a distance to that train of how long it is. Way back there, huh? Well, they turn and follow the power lines. And we're gonna get on down the road and stay with them. This is Timberline Road. I've never filmed here before. Oh, that's where the flag man is. All right. So we'll film here. And catch it a couple more times somewhere else. Jump up to Styles, up to that next crossing. He's gonna watch the roll by. This is a crossing where quite a few months ago John filmed a video where they hit a tree and they ended up pushing it all the way down the line because they really don't want to stop here. I think they just shifted gears. What do you think? A frog behind me. Yeah, buddy. Maybe another shot down the tracks here. smooth sailing through here, I guess. Looking to see if there's any rockers. You guys know me, I like to see, well, I don't like to see them rocking. But I feel if there's a spot where they're rocking extremely bad, it's a good chance the mow crew is going to see the video. Maybe get out there and try to fix it up a little. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dreaming here, but rocking as much as say Lena, or it was Lena. It was leaning. It was a leaning and Lena. Anyway, I guess from here we'll go to Abrams. I sent Stacy a message. Andy's at work, but I did send Stacy a message, and unfortunately she's stuck at work right now. I just looked over, there's a bunch of old ties right here. All right. Guess we're good to go. Let's go to Abrams. We'll catch the train for those guys that can't get the video there today. Golf course, really? You guys got a golf course here? You guys didn't tell me you had a golf course in Abrams, really? Because you know what? I don't even golf. Oh boy. That custard shop though, you know, that's nice. That's a pretty cool building right there with Zephyr on the front. Oh, how about that boat? Anyway, I think I was supposed to turn right there. Is that where I was supposed to turn? I think so. We're gonna go back and see. I think that. Just wondering why nobody told me to turn. I mean, seems to me that, you know, somebody out there would have been like, hey, you're supposed to turn there. All right. I think we got her now. I think we got her now. Can't tell if there's rail fans standing in the road up there or if there's bicycles moving down the road. I think it's bikes. I've never come in downtown Abrams from this direction before. I only know the one way in and one way out routine. Stacy said she hopes he doesn't hear him. I was like, well, you better crank some tunes then. All right. We're gonna sit somewhere over here. There's a shot of a mill and feed store in Abrams, Wisconsin. You've got ELS 400 approaching. I sent Stacy Beck a message about the train. she's stuck in a meeting. So this video is for you, Stace. Came all the way down here just for this. Looking behind me for some other good rocking action. Not a whole lot of rocking today. I'll go back that way. I don't know, sis. Have they been fixing the tracks here? Thought they used to rock a lot more than that. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching today. I'm going to cut it off here. I don't have the energy to go all the way into Green Bay today. But I did want to get down here and shoot it across a few locations. I guess this whole train's going into Green Bay. Although the front cars might be going onto Bond Street. I know they have switching they can do there. It's a little before 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I believe. I could be wrong, but the sun is directly overhead. It kind of feels that way. look forward to the next train coming back north. I would imagine tomorrow or the next day. We'll probably catch them out of Crivitz or somewhere north of there when they do. Guess I got the next few days off. Maybe I'll go mushroom hunting. That's always a fun thing. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and make a comment below. There's Mark over there with the sea. What a train, man.